What's going on, guys? You rocking out with the one and only phillydom. I'm hanging out here with my boy King Solomon Entertainment. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He's better at this than I am. He's the news guy. Tell him what you do real quick before we get into the live. Let him know what you do.
Phillydom Entertainment. We cover everything from hard news to entertainment news, sports, trending topics. We cover everything that's trending. So, thanks for having me once again, Mr. Phillydom, and I'm glad to be here.
Anytime, my brother. Anytime, my brother. Anytime. Anytime. Let me double check something. Okay, we got people coming on the live now. Oh man, this is a hot trending topic, man. And it's causing a lot of problems. I'm out here in New York City. If anybody know Philly Dom is in New York City, you might as well call me NYC Dom right now. I'm here in New York City hanging out with my son. And this is a very trendy topic right now. And the migrants, they're coming from, Central America, South American countries, and they're making their way to the border. They're making a lot of noise on the border, and they're letting them in. And they're filtering into like El Paso, Texas. They're coming to New York City. They're going to Chicago. They're going to other different places all over. And the problem, I'm in New York, so I can speak on the New York situation. I'm still learning information about what's going on in other cities, but obviously everything is pretty similar. In New York City right now, they don't have no places to house the people, so they're putting them in. Listen to this, King Solomon, and everybody that's listening. And shout out to my boy Alpha Mel watching from Guatemala. He out there in Antigua, Guatemala watching. He's actually in Central America right now. Cool vibes. But they're putting them in hotels, man. And they're feeding them, they're giving them medical care and everything. And then a lot of people, New Yorkers, well, they call them New Yorkers. The New
Yeah.
Yorkers are getting upset because they like, you don't do this for our homeless. You don't do this for our veterans, our people that served in the military. And then you have migrants coming from other countries. You allow them to come into the country, and you give them like the red carpet treatment. So that's the problem. What's going on right now? And New York is at capacity because I think over 70,000 migrants already came to New York and trying to make New York City their home, and it's causing a lot of problems. Like I said, they got nowhere to house them. They open in prisons. They open in like old prisons that they shut down, hotels. Like, I mean, we talking like Holiday Inn and nice hotels. They are letting them stay there because they have nowhere to house these people. And New York is already, the biggest populated place in the United States. So it's a lot of issues, a lot of problems going on right now. And it's like chaotic out here in the Big Apple right now. And this problem is, like I said before, it's touching other cities like El Paso, Texas, and Chicago, and many other places. Obviously, LA. A lot of people want to go to LA, so I'm sure it's affecting San Diego, California, LA, and other places on the West Coast. Where you at? What did you hear about the topic so far? Did you hear anything about it on the West Coast? Because I'm giving you the New York version of it. What's going on the West Coast?
Well, they just like I say, they've been covering same thing you've been saying, and they haven't gave us much information about it. So I don't know. Do I need to be watching MSNBC? Do I need to be watching BBC? Who I need to be watching to get the inside scoop of really what's going on?
I think, man, just put New York migrants or El Paso migrants or LA migrants. Put it in your on your YouTube, whatever, and watch YouTube, and you'll get a lot of information from other YouTubers because YouTubers recovering this story as well as the what media is covering it as well, man. So it's a pretty intense situation going on out here in New York because the people are like fed up. They asking for the resignation of the mayor. They say that he needs to step down, and then they worrying about the governor of the New York State. But really, it ain't their fault, man. This is above their pay grade. It's like we say, it's above their pay grade, man. They didn't ask for this influx of people to come to New York City and all these different places, man. So it's a rough situation going on right now. So a lot of people are heated, a lot of people are mad. So I'm walking around New York City, transportation around, and I'm trying to, cover it. I showed them the Roosevelt Hotel. The Roosevelt Hotel is the main hotel where anytime a migrant comes to New York City, that's the intake center. So they have to come to the Roosevelt Hotel. And then from there, they disperse you. They'll keep you there for a little while, like a month or whatever time frame, 2 months, whatever. And then they'll disperse you to one of their other shelters, which is most of them are hotels. So it's crazy, man. Like in the neighborhood where I'm at, I'm in a place called Astoria, Queens. They're using they're using like all the hotels here. Like I'm talking like Holiday Inns, like whatever hotels in this area, whatever these are like 3 stars, 3.5 star hotels, whatever. They go and so the New Yorkers are really upset about this because they like, well, won't you put our vets, won't you put our homeless people in them hotels, and you put the migrants in a shelter? But they live in the high life right now. So, and it's not the migrants' fault. It's just the way the situation unfolded is kind of crazy. My boy Alpha Mel, shout out to Alpha Mel. He said, "Oh man, somebody else before I read Alpha Mel said, Maya said, this is all by design. I hear you, man, Mayo. I hear you. I hear you. I overstand." Alpha Mel says 70,000 is less than half of 1% of the 19 million people in New York area, not the government or Amir's fault. Yes, indeed, just like I was saying, Trump sent them to New York instead of spreading it out among all the states. Okay. But Alpha Male, Trump ain't in office right now, so I guess you mean Biden. You might have to say Biden because Trump is not in office right now. Yeah. Yeah, New York. I see you, Miller. What you said. I see what you said, Miller. Then music. Okay, he said, okay. What did he say? New York said music said we had 1.8 million or 1.8 million in Florida. Man, I see a lot of people on the live, man. Yeah, this is a very trending topic, man. And I'm gonna cover it day in and day out. Everybody knows phillydom is a travel vlogger, but since I'm out here in New York, you know, this is a travel topic because these people are traveling from their country to come to the U.S. just for a better life. And it's not their fault. The migrants don't have no say so where they stay. They didn't come here and cross into the U.S. and go to New York and El Paso, Chicago, and wherever else they was dispersed throughout the United States and said they want to stay at a Holiday Inn or a high-end hotel. That's the state that's putting them in these different places, but they have no choice because they're out of shelter because obviously New York is it's a populated place and you have a lot of homeless people. Now the problem with the homeless situation is that they dealing with their homeless. New York has a big drug epidemic and homeless situation, and now you put that on top with the migrant situation, and it's completely out of control. And like New Yorkers are like they're protesting like every other day. I put out a couple videos and people going crazy, like they leaving all sorts of comments. It's like unbelievable. So I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of hidden agenda. I don't know what's going on. Sterling said, "Are you able to, as a private citizen, to take in at your home any of the migrants?" That's a good question, Sterling. That's a real good question. I heard news, not news, and people on the streets talking about it. I mean, I guess it could be a possibility. I mean, you can let whoever you want in your house. I mean, I don't think it's no restraint or any rule for you to do that. If you meet somebody on the street and they cool, say you came here and you from, let's pick a country, Venezuela. You from Venezuela, you came here 20 years ago, and it's some migrants here from Venezuela, and you meet them and you feel like safe to bring them into your home. I don't think the U.S. government has any problem with you bringing them into your home. I heard people talking about that. Because I did a video a couple of days ago, and a lady talked on there. They were giving out clothes and different things to the migrants downtown. Midtown. Midtown Manhattan. Let me give it the correct name. Midtown Manhattan at the Roosevelt Hotel. And I had somebody talk on there, and she was saying that we got to treat the migrants right, and treat them good and this and that. And then I started looking at some of my comments on my page, on the YouTube page, and the people were saying like, yeah, I hear what she was saying. Won't she let them How about she take them in her house and different things like that? So it's a tough topic, man. What do you guys think of it? What do you guys think of it? What do you guys think? Let me read some of these comments. Music said 800K recently left. Dang, 800,000 recently left Florida in July. 800,000 migrants left Florida in July. Wow. And
Going
I race said, what you saying? I'm listening, King Solomon.
going where? 800 going where? To other
They
states?
probably going to New York, probably New York or Chicago, your hometown, Chicago or New York. You know what I mean? Because people, I guess, promised them that they can get jobs and stuff like that. I mean, it's got so bad in New York. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. It's got so bad in New York City that the mayor of New York City took a flight to Central America and South America to tell people if you're going across, don't come to New York City. We're at capacity. We can't help you. We got so much trouble. We have so much issues. We got so much problems here right now. We cannot help you. I can't make this up. You can Google it. I think his name is Eric Adams. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Eric Adams. I think that's the mayor of Chicago. I mean, not Chicago, but New York City. He flew to Central America and South America. He's still down there. He should be coming back up, I guess, the day or tomorrow to tell the people that are trying to come up. Because now the other people made it. So once people make it and they talk to a friend, they like, I'm in New York or I'm in Chicago, whatever. More people want to try to make that trip, man. It just got completely out of control, man. It's like New York City, Chicago, El Paso, Florida, whatever, man. It's like the U.S. We basically bit off more than we can chew right now. I don't know what's going on, but it's a big situation, man. I see my friend Waka Mill watching. Belize is watching. The one and only phillydom. Shout out to my people down there in Central America from Belize. Belize to the world, baby. Shout out to Belize. Sterling said, I will handpick a few Haitian girls if they are there. Lots of laugh. Well, I mean, this helps the Haitians too. You know, I have family from Haiti. It actually helped the Haitians. A lot of Haitians left Haiti on this bill, and they're in the States now because of this bill with Biden. So it's like a catch-22, but it's just too much, man, for places like New York City, man. They just don't have no more places to house them. Because when you bring somebody into the country, man, a couple people might have family and friends. You know, I'm sure some of the migrants might have a cousin or uncle, somebody that left years ago that's in the country or whatever. But the majority of them don't really have family there. So when you come to another country, man, you need a job, you need a place to stay. It's a couple things for you to get situated, you know what I mean? And then I heard that they're giving the migrants money. I don't know this, you know, I'm just talking to New Yorkers on the street, and, you know, they telling me how they feel about the situation. And they were saying they were getting like $2,000 a month. And then there's another thing that's pissing the people off, like little stuff that's pissing the people off. A lot of the migrants have motorcycles, not motorcycles, but scooters. They're riding around in these scooters, I guess, to go to do their immigration paperwork, to go get groceries, whatever they have to do to take care of themselves to get, situated in the country in New York City while they get situated in New York City. And they like, well, who paid for these mopeds or these scooters for them to have? They're not big motorcycles, but they got the scooters and they're all over town and you see them riding around on them. And then another big thing about, I can speak for New York because I'm here in New York. Wintertime is coming. New York has brutal winters, man. A lot of these people from tropic environments, they from South America, they from Central America. Obviously, it gets cold in some of their countries and stuff like that, but the New York winters can be really brutal. So how are they going to adapt to the wintertime and the weather here, man? Shout out to everybody watching. I see we got 50 plus people watching. Shout out to the people watching, man. Let us know what you think of this situation, man. Give me your thoughts on it. Ari said, I feel, wow. Yeah, I hear you. He said the administration always worries about insecure borders with the cartels grinding, gaining access to smugglers and arrivals. Yes, indeed, Ari. I hear what you're saying. Peter Carter, okay. He said, big up King Solomon. Sterling said, I have 4-bedroom house in my city. I will take them. Sterling said he'll take some of the migrants. That's cool. Kimberly said those are the ones that let out of the prisons. Pay attention, man and women. You think that's the ones they let out the prisons? You hear that? Kimberly said that's the ones they let out the prison. Justice said I paid for them from New Orleans, Louisiana. Wow, man. Oh man, there's so much stuff coming in. Maya said, good luck. Blaze said, Ty and Sagan, there are already homeless in Americans' families in New York. Why not take them in? You hear that, Sterling? They said, why not take the homeless people in? Blaze said, why not take the homeless people in before you take in a migrant? Justin said, they are keeping me broke. Louisiana, so I can't afford to pay for people to live in New York. Wow. And you know what's coming out of the taxpayer money? They got to get this money from somewhere, to put them in the hotels. I mean, they're in hotels, they're in office buildings, they use prisons that are prisons or jails that they don't no longer before. I mean, New York is trying to use every bit of space. I don't know why they just don't send them to Jersey and Philly and like spread it out, because I also feel that the US is big enough if they spread the people out. And I don't think all of them are all criminals or anything like that. I mean, I believe some maybe, but not everybody. Not most of them are hardworking people. They just come in here to get a better life so they can send money and help family members back home. Because, one thing about me, phillydom, I've traveled to most of the countries these people are from. I've been Central America. I was just in Central America. I'm always in Central America. I was just in South America for 11 months in Brazil recording footage and stuff like that. So now I'm back in the States and I'm here with my son right now. But I've been all through Central America and I've seen the struggle and I see what's going on in these countries, man. And it's not nothing nice. But I will say 100% that it's not the migrants' fault. It's just I feel like on the US end, we needed to plan a little bit better for this, or close down our borders. Who am I to say for what they should do or what they should not do? But I think we should have planned a little better for this, because now we got a big frenzy of people coming to the States, and now so many people made it. Now other people will try and push for the border, and it's overwhelming for the U.S. It's overwhelming for Mexico, because they usually everybody comes when they come up, they come to that Tijuana border or any of them borders along California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas border. So it's we all feeling the full effects of this.
Well, maybe that was included or a part of their strategy. They knew that your everyday focus is the Mexico border, that's coming through South America. Like, you're not going to be as strict, as
Yeah.
there.
And
So
some of the borders probably can't equip to take all them people, because remember you got you have your everyday people that cross. Like I had a place down in Tijuana, Mexico for a long time, 6, 7, 8 years, 7, 8 years. I don't know, maybe 7 years. I had a place in Tijuana, Mexico. So I used to cross back and forth through that border all the time. And that's the most cross border in the world. And sometimes it gets jammed up there. I forget the number they said. I think they were saying that 1 million people cross that border, I think every 24 hours. Sometimes not every day, but on an average, over 1 million people cross that border back and forth, like in a 24-hour period. So now you mix that in with the migrant situation, and they have to cross them people. You know what I mean? So it's rough on border. It's rough on the border patrol. So it's a real tough job. But like I said, they're coming across all them different borders. And what I'm trying to say is that the Tijuana, Mexico border is the big one. The other borders across the U.S., that borderline between all them states I just named, they don't have as many. They're not as big as the Tijuana border, so probably is real overwhelming for them to process all them people to cross them. So this is just it's just real tough right now. I don't know what they should do for the situation. That's why we talking today. Let me see. We got some comments here. Guys, make sure you get a video like, man. Give me a super chat if you want me to answer your question, because it's a lot of people on the chat. So I'd rather if you want, give me a super chat or something, I'll go straight to your question, because I'm looking. There's a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. Kimberly said, new nations News nations have a lot of info you all need to see. Yes, indeed, they do. Roll with the soul. I like that name, man. This is a land of immigrants. Yes, indeed, I agree 100%. Everybody that came through it came from somewhere. However, the government should put a limit on the amount of immigrants they allow in per year. I agree with you 100% on that, man. And also, the immigrants should be vetted more strictly. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But roll with the soul. Sometimes it's hard when you got so many immigrants on the border. And I witnessed this firsthand. Like I said, having a place in Tijuana, Mexico, and going back in between Tijuana and San Diego, California, back and forth in LA, back and forth, LA, Tijuana, San Diego, LA. And I used to cross that border all the time. And it's a rough situation, man. So the border patrol is, doing the best they can to patrol them borders, but they got to protect the borders as well for drugs and different other things. And now you put the element of them processing a whole bunch of people trying to come in to the U.S. to get a better life. It's really tough, man. Alpha Mel said, "Where was the complaints when the migrants were Italians?" Woo! He said, "Where were the complaints when the migrants were Italians, Irish, Russian?" And interesting, what have we say now? Yeah, that's true. That's true. And also, shout out to what is it? Man, man, what is it? Ukraine. Ukraine was going through a lot. Ukraine was going through a lot. Ukraine was going through a lot. I think they still at war. I don't even know. The migrant situation took over. I don't even know if Ukraine is still at war, but more than likely probably still at war. And it's over 100,000 Ukrainians the U.S. let into the country. And I heard they even giving them Social Security. This is what New Yorkers are telling me on the street. I ain't verified this, but a lot of people do their research online and check, and I heard they take real good care of the Ukrainians. So yeah, I hear what Alpha Mel is saying. Uh, Peter Carter, shout out Peter Carter. I support the immigrants. I hear you, Peter Carter. Steve said migrants are illegal. Mai said Alpha Mel, I had to wait. I guess he's saying 10 years, Jamaican. I guess some Jamaican guy was trying to come into the US. I don't know. He was saying he had to wait like 10 years. So he said they are not immigrants. That's why they call them migrants. Okay, then Ray said I can barely support expenses for my family. I hear you, man. I have little left for our enjoyment, let alone free money for people I don't know and come here illegally. If I went to Hong Kong illegal, well, he said if I went to Hong Kong illegally, let me see. Okay, he got another one. I'll get free housing, food, jobs. Yeah, man. We got 67 people on watching, man. Hit the like button, man. Share the video, man. This is a very trending topic, man. It's something dead in my heart because I'm a traveler, like I said, and I've been to these countries. And I see what the people go through, but I don't really think it's a migrant problem. They just trying to get a better life. It's just we have to vet people better in the U.S. And the U.S. always tries to be the international police, and sometimes that gets us in some trouble. But it's rough in New York City. I'm on boots on the ground in New York City, and I'm telling you what I'm seeing in New York City. I ain't never seen New York like this. I ain't never seen New York. The struggle is real. The struggle is real with the migrants. The struggle is real. The struggle. When I tell you the struggle is real with the migrant situation in New York, it's real. Right now I'm not taking no sides. I'm just listening. I'm trying to play a mediator and see how they can resolve this situation because we got wintertime coming up. New York ain't got no more room to take no more migrants right now because they at capacity because they already have, like I said, we stay on live because we got 70 people watching now and more people keep coming in on the live. New York has a homeless problem. They have a crime problem. Their crime is going back up. They have a whole bunch of issues that they're dealing with right now. New York is in trouble. They got a lot of problems going on. And now with the migrant situation, it just adds on to the situation. And now we got the wintertime coming. I'm back and forth out of the country because I travel a lot. I ain't been in the States in the wintertime in a long time. So this will be interesting to see what type of winter we have, because I know last year my dad and them told me that the winter, because we're in Philadelphia, so Philly and New York get the same weather. It's 2 hour drive. And he said the winter time last year was good. So let's see. If you got too many good winters, eventually you're gonna have a bad winter, man. We got 75 people watching the live. Shout out to everybody that's watching, man. Support the channel, man. And I'm gonna keep doing these videos, man, and letting you guys know what's going on out here in New York with this migrant situation the best way I can. VM said there are some of us that have native roots. Yes, indeed, right here. But Native American people are left out just like you did. Yeah, you're 100% right about that. You're 100% right about that. You're 100% right about that. You are 100% right about that. Good job. You're 100% right. Peter Carter said, please support my brother phillydom. Yes, indeed, man. Roll with the soul. I love that name, man. Roll with the soul. You only call people by one name on here, VM or Peter, but roll with the soul. I like that name. I believe that if the United States would invest more in these third world countries, maybe their conditions would be better at home. Yes, indeed, because a lot of people don't want to leave their countries and stuff like that. But when you got wife and you got kids, and you trying to educate yourself and do better for yourself, you have to leave because the struggle is real, man. I know people in Jamaica. I know people in Haiti. I know people in Cuba and other countries, man. People are struggling hard in these countries. I know people in El Salvador. I'm always in El Salvador in Central America. I was just in Belize. I've been to Guatemala. I've been to Nicaragua. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to Panama. I've been to Colombia. I've been to a lot of different places, man. And the struggle is real in these different countries, man. The struggle is real. The struggle is real in these different countries.
Yeah. But, America, United States
Uh-huh.
immigration laws are pretty fair by comparison.
Okay.
Because a lot of other countries, I don't know what their immigration process is, but maybe it's easier for American. I hear different things. It's easier for American to go and get a dual citizenship than it is for them maybe coming here. But as far as them coming here, it's pretty seem like they America follow the process is pretty fair by comparison. But you have to understand also how many people feel like the mayor of New York feel like because his sentiments are not that we don't help. We've been helping. We've been coming. Like I said, this is a nation of immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do it improperly, it has a domino effect of other things happening following. So, like possibly collapse. That they always says a threaten to collapse and whatever. And so I think that's the plea too. You have to understand, like you can't say, well, America's not letting anybody in because we are, but when there's an influx and when there's so much of it's out of control, it has a domino effect of other things. So if America is pleading with you, like you messing, you could really, really mess everything up and us up here. Like, let us see how we can help, or like just don't do this because now it may pose some other threat. So that's another thing too that's interesting because it's like, well, America won't let them come in, America won't let them stay. It's like, can we let them stay?
It's just it's just too much. It's too many of them concentrated in one place, man. And I know why they want to come to New York, because New York, you hear about it, in movies and videos and word of mouth that it's just the Big Apple. It's a hard place to survive. If you can survive in New York City, you good probably anywhere else in the United States, because
and
this is the toughest, hardest place to survive.
and
What you
it's
say?
also an international hotbed too. Like you could do
Yes.
international business in New York. So not just United States business, but you could also be an international businessman out of New York. So,
Yeah,
you know,
that's true, man.
yeah.
Shout out to Sterling, man, for the super chat, the $5 super chat. He said the price of food in Ghana has gone up 40% in the last less than 1 year. Yeah, my boy Sterling, he always goes to Ghana. Yeah, so yeah, the food and everything, the struggle is real for them in these different countries, man. The struggle is real for these people in these different countries, man. I'm telling you, man, it's real. So But it's just the U.S. We like New York. I could speak for New York because I'm here. New York is at the end of its rope, man. It's at the end of its rope. It's just, I mean, you see the news, you hear different things like this could destroy. The mayor said this could destroy New York. It's just they have no more places to put anybody else. I mean, they are trying to accommodate the people to the best of their ability. They put them everywhere, man. Like it's like all the hotels. I'm walking around with the camera. I couldn't believe it. I'm in shock. Like all the hotels are full with migrants. Like, and if somebody has to pay this bill, the hotel is not just giving Holiday Inn. They letting people stay in there for free, so they getting some kind of money out of it. And these people don't have no money for food, so they got it. Now you got to feed them. People came with their whole families. It's migrants with their whole family, wife, kids, everybody. Like it's a lot going on, man. And then the kids are in school. They're putting them in the schools because if you're under 18, you got to be in school. In New York, man, if you high school was ending at 17, so they're in the schools and everything. So they need book bags. They need, you know what I mean? They need writing utensils. Oh man, it's rough, man. It's rough. It's rough right now. This came out of nowhere, man. Every time it's like something, one thing after another, one thing after another. I'm gonna try to read much of your comments as I can, man. But like I said, hit me up with a super chat or something like that, like my boy Sterling just did, and I can get right to you because there's a lot of people here. Donna, shout out to Donna. She said, what would happen if law embedded citizens decided that they no longer wanted to follow the rules and will no longer try? They will break rules and make excuses for doing so. I hear you. No, I hear you on that. Sterling said wife number 2 and 3 will be on a fire cell. Oh man, let me read some more of these comments, man. They over there. Steve said before migrants, NYC had over 100,000 already homeless. So he said New York City already got a homeless situation over 100,000. So you put that 100,000 with they saying right now, I guess this year, over 70,000 migrants have came to New York. 70,000 plus. So that's 170,000. They're about to equal the same number of homeless people that New York has on a regular basis, besides all the influx of the migrants. I mean, and you got to house these people. You got to house these people. So it's a rough situation, man. But I'm gonna keep documenting it and letting you guys see what's going on in New York, and then see how they're gonna play the situation, man. New York, how El Paso's gonna take care of it. Chicago, how they're gonna deal with the situation too. So it's just rough right now. It's rough right now.
And if you make this priority, people are gonna be in an uproar because you haven't made the homeless issue we already have in the U.S. a priority or effective in how you handle them. Because look at the shelter's condition. So it's like it's gonna be like, wow, really?
I know. Wow. What is it? Kimberly says some of them can speak Spanish. Can you talk to them? Some will talk to you. They do in Texas. My Spanish is not that good. I'm gonna have to bring a translator with them. A lot of people. I even tried to talk to some black dudes there. My French is not that good. Even though my family's from Haiti, my French is not that good. I might have to bring a translator with me to talk with them to ask them. But they seem like peaceful people, man. I've been to a couple places. They've been respectful. I think they know they're in the U.S. They know they're getting an opportunity. But I mean, some migrants have went to jail for fighting and stuff like that because it's been on the news in New York City and stuff like that, and word of mouth. We know where I'm staying at in my complex where I'm at. People talk about it and stuff like that too. So it's been really it's been a big issue here. But overall, they've been respectable, good people. I'm waving the camera around, recording, and nobody's giving me any problems. But yeah, I might have to bring somebody. I had the other day, I had one of my buddies with me, DJ Halton. Shout out to DJ Halton. He speaks Spanish, but he wasn't with me the last time. He could have translated and talked with them. So I have him with me. Eventually, we'll be back together again. He's from Colombia originally, and he's like on the ropes with it because he's a Colombian immigrant, but he came here when he was a kid. You know what I mean? So he's Colombian, but he's all New Yorker, and he understands. He understands, but he does agree that it's like overwhelming now. And there's a lot going on. Oh, Kimberly said with the app, yeah, I could use the app. You're right, Kimberly. I didn't even think about that. I do that when I'm in other countries. Kimberly, thank you so much. They told me to use the app on my phone. Yeah, you're right. I'll do it with the app and get a little conversation with them and ask them what's going on. Because they talk, they smile at me, they talk, but it's just a little bit of conversation, even in Spanish with them. But I'll do that. I'll do that for you guys. I'll work on that because I know you want to hear from them and hear what they have to say. They just looking for a better life. I know that's what they're gonna say. They just looking for a better life. Uh Kama, Kalma said, Sterling, your wife is in New York, NYC. Then Marshall says, Sterling, like those Italian women post World War II. My uncle was there. He said the I guess the black G's, I don't know what he said, could get Italian mothers, daughters for prices for bottle. Okay. Interesting. Steve said only sent, okay, they only sent 15,000 Eric Adams campaign down there to encourage them to come. Abbott too. That's the governor. I think Abbott is the governor, man. We got 90 people watching. So I'm like I said, we don't keep doing these videos. So you're gonna see me walking around with the camera and doing my thing and letting you guys see what's going on. T-Rex said exactly in 2017, Times reported 100,000 homeless students in the public school system. Wow. Let me read that again. T-Rex said exactly in 2017, Times reported 100,000 homeless students in the public school system. Wow. Irie said it brought into the light what Texas and Arizona have experienced, especially with the okay, wow. So much to read here. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Anything you want to say?
No, it's really, I'm really paying attention on how they're going to handle this because um, usually before, just like in LA, they've done a lot of things to say they're gonna do something to take care of the homeless problem, and money has been allocated for that. People have won office, and particularly the mayor of office recently with Karen Bass on that ticket. That
Okay.
he's going to do something about the homeless problem.
Mhm.
As they make it seem as if efforts are there, but nothing works when we don't even see any effort. If any effort, we don't notice it, we don't see it. But if they making this priority because it's political,
Yeah.
Homeless problem in America has been political for a long time. We all have politicized, have got media attention. You always hear about different homeless situations. And so we politicize the homeless issues in America as well. So I'm just trying to compare what is different. And if it's something that you can do to really resolve the homeless, because it's been out of control. That's what we talked about that before last time. Really control.
Yeah.
Every time I go to LA, it's almost like it's a culture shock because it's like it's getting worse. And I think watching this, if they can do it for the ones that are seeking asylum, they could surely
Mhm.
do the local homeless issues that we have here in the United States. And something needs to be done about it. So it's going to be interesting to see how they resolve this. But I was also interested in seeing. Uh, have you heard anything about deportation? Are they talking deportation at all?
I mean, you hear it in the news and stuff like that, but I mean, um, it's not nothing big in the news right now. It's not nothing big with it in the news right now. Ivy said ultimately it's about the Democrats getting their votes and turning areas into third world nations. Whoa. I hear you, Ivy, man. If anybody want that comment read, man, super chat me or something, because there's a lot of comments. We got over 100 people in the chat right now. So 102 people. So let me know how you guys feel about this, man. This is a real touch and go subject, man. Who's for the migrants being here and who's against the migrants being here? And I'm gonna read some of your comments, and I want to know how you feel about that. Okay. Jones said they worry about putting these illegal immigrants in permanent housing, not homeless shelters like American citizens. I
Hmm.
hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Another thing I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna play devil's advocate or anything like that, but I am on the streets of New York, and I'm recording a lot, and I'm noticing what's going on. You could even fact check in one of my videos. It was a shelter, and it looked like they took an old hotel, and they turned it into a actual homeless shelter to help the people in New York City. And I've been running into a couple of them as well, and they stay in hotels too as well. So I think that's something they do in New York. They turn like hotels into shelters.
But you also have to pay attention to the existing housing uh,
Uh-huh.
condition as far as
Uh-huh.
subsidy housing.
Hold on 1 second. Let me cut you off. We got Diego. Thank you for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you. He said, "What's up, Dom? I'm an NYC film student. Shout out to you and you being an NYC film student. Diego, man, you gotta get me in one of your movies, man. Give me a small part, man. I appreciate it." He said he's an NYC film student in the making and documentary. And what do you say? On this, okay, documenting on this issue. Can I hit you up on IG for a chance to tag along with you? 100%, Diego. Here's my IG, champ. Hit me up and we can go together, man. I'm gonna keep doing these little videos and you can talk on there, Diego. Yes, indeed. It's at I am underscore phillydom. That's my IG. Leave me a message, Diego, tonight, and I'm gonna get to it, man. 100%. I'm gonna get to it, man, for sure. 100%. I'm gonna get to it. Robert Mack, what's going on, Robert Mack? I know who you are, man. What's going on in Mississippi? He said, Philly Dom, hello, brother. All is well. Ernest said, hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button, share these videos. Go back and check out my other videos on the channel. I did like 4 or 5 of them now. Beach Material, $2 super chat. Can you go to Chicago to film this situation? I will try, man. I will try. Right now, I'm in a little situation because I have my son here with me. So he's in school here and everything. I gotta take him to school, I gotta bring him home. I'm gonna see what I could do. I could probably squeeze up there on a weekend. It ain't too far from New York flying. I can't make a promise, but I'll try. I'll try, man. I wouldn't mind going around all the places in the United States. Go down to El Paso. I've been to El Paso a couple of times, and wherever else where the problem is, getting a lot of headline news in the news and check them out, man. That's what I do. I'm a traveler, man. I don't have no mind going anywhere. But right now, I got my son with me. He's only 8 years old. He's in school in New York, so that's grounding me here in New York City right now. But yeah, I'll try to get there, man. Beach Material. That's a good idea, man. Because Chicago is mad. Oh, Kali Ma said Chicago was dangerous. Yes, indeed. Then Robert Max said, I'm in California until the 22nd, then back to Missouri, man. You be moving around. Robert Mack, you be moving around, man. Shout out to you, man. That's my buddy a long time, man. I met him in Long Beach, California. We've been cool ever since, man. Shout out to Kev TV. 973 said the immigrations and their kids are going to flood and overwhelm the NYC hospital system this winter virus season. Yes, indeed, man. It's crazy, man. Steve gave a $5 super chat, man. He said Philly Dom is only is what he say? Philly Dom is only one covering this migrant hotel in Manhattan and Long Island City. Yes, indeed, man. I'm a traveler, man. It's my job, man. I travel, man. I gotta cover that, man, because it's something that's close to my heart. You know what I mean? I'm a traveler. The people traveling for a better life, and I'm just trying to understand the ins and outs of the situation. And I know a lot of people want to understand. Sometimes you only getting like with the what is it, big media? I call it big media or mainstream media. Say sometimes it's good to get this perspective from YouTubers and different things as well, man. So I just let the camera do the talking, man, and I'll be there. Definitely this week, I'll be documenting a couple places. I'll go to different places to show you where the migrants are staying at and everything like that. It's hard to even talk to the workers there because nobody, they have the National Guard. Well, some people are the National Guard, and I see the Marines. I look at but they don't really want to talk to you too much. The U.S. military are guarding all the facilities, all the hotels, all the shelters, wherever they're at. office buildings, wherever, the prisons, wherever they put them at. And it's really hard to talk with them. So it's like, it's kind of weird. One place I did go, the U.S. military was real friendly to me. They was like, yo, there's some more migrant places over here. If you go over there, they helped me out as well. But just happened where I'm staying at. I'm in Astoria, Queens. Just happened to be where I was at, man. This was God sent that it's a whole bunch of migrant places here. Because I've seen a lot of people hanging out. And then I figured, it was the migrants. I hear them speaking Spanish and stuff like that. But I mean, they're everywhere, man. They got the little mopeds. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. But the guy is right. The hospitals and different things are going to be flooded with them in the next couple months because it's getting cold. What October? Shoot, we got like a couple more weeks of nice weather. After this, it's going to get really cold in New York City. So we'll see. We'll see how everything works out with this situation, man. We got 122 people watching, man. Share my videos after this. After you guys go off here, share my videos. Give my videos a like. And support the phillydom movement. I'm gonna keep pushing for you guys and keep pushing these videos out. I know you had something to say, King Solomon, but there's a lot of stuff coming in right now. Hold on for a second. Roll with the Soul said, please don't send the immigrants to Rikers Island. Brothers are dying up there on a regular basis. NYC is a disaster now, bro. Mayor Adams has got to go. New Yorkers get out and vote. You hear that, man? Yeah, Eric Adams, that's the mayor. But I don't think it's his fault, man. This came so fast, man. I mean, you would have to blame him. You got to blame the government. I mean, there's a lot of people involved with this. They wasn't expecting to get 71,000 migrants, and people still coming to the point that the mayor of the city has to fly to Central America and South America and talk to the people down there, go on their media and talk to the people and tell them, like, we can't help you. We are done. No said vote red. Biden destroyed America. They said vote red. Biden destroyed America. Wow. Manny said there has to be a way for voters to get that. Yeah, sanctuary city status revoked. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you on that, man. But there's a lot going on, but I'm going to cover it, man. I'm going to keep pushing these videos out, but go back, share my videos, go to your Facebook, go to your Twitter, go to your Instagram. Let people know what's going on here in New York City with the migrant situation. And when I get a chance to go to Chicago, or if I can go to them other cities, I will do it, man. But it's a big, big topic. And people were like really mad. Like, I'm in the streets of New York. And when you talk to people about this, they really upset about this, man.
Yeah. I can see why. Plus, you have to also understand about the existing housing condition. When you have an influx like this, you also got to worry about the existing ones being displaced when it comes time for renewal housing. A lot of people are going to be displaced. A lot of Americans are going to be displaced because they're giving it to someone else. So
that's true, man. And and New York already is expensive living. I don't know how anybody live in New York like that. New York is expensive. If you ain't making at least $150,000 a year, this ain't the place to be. I mean, you could be here and be in the projects or working 2, 3, 4 jobs, but it ain't gonna be a pretty place for you if your money ain't right here. You got at least $150,000 a household to be comfortable here.
Let me ask you about New York. I was wanting to know this.
Yeah.
Is it easy to land one of those $150,000, $200,000 a year job there?
You can get them. This is the Big Apple, so there's a lot of people fighting for the jobs. You got New Yorkers and you got people coming in from Cali and all over the world that went to school here, whatever. So I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's possible. Because you got family members here, they got good jobs here. So and they out of towners. They from DC. They're not even from here. So they surviving. But I mean, that, like they say, if you can survive in New York, man, you can survive anywhere.
But do y'all pay for the cost of living? Like, y'all pay averagely higher than other states, correct?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, New York is no joke, man. You got to have money to live here, or you got to be born here or grew up here and just used to the system, so you know how to do it. And a lot of New Yorkers, they grew up in New York, but they live in Jersey, they live in Connecticut, and they commute back and forth to work, or upstate. Well, not upstate New York, but places like Poughkeepsie, Yonkers, and different places that are a little cheaper. But
now, if public housing In New
What
York,
happened?
free or is it subsidized? You got to pay something.
You got to pay something. You have to pay something. I'm sure you do. I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I've been here for a couple months. I'm still learning. Man, there's so many comments coming in, man. If you want your comment read, send a super chat or something like that so I can go right to it. I'll try to read what I can read, but it's a lot of comments coming in. Roll with the souls. Salaries are far less than the cost of living in New York City. That's your answer right there. And then now they have the migrant situation. I mean, obviously they got, food stamps and welfare and different things to help people, but a lot of that's going to go to the migrants as well. So how much is the city going to be able to give out to the regular citizens? Like, you know what I mean? They're just doing, well, a lot of people in New York are mad because New York City people are mad because they're doing a lot more for the migrants. If you're looking at it at face value, then it looks like they're doing for their own fellow New Yorkers that are here. Because I didn't know New York had a homeless situation of over 100,000 people homeless. But I could believe that. The cost of living alone, man, you lose your job, you get down on your rent or your mortgage or whatever, 2 or 3 months, you're paying $3,000, $5,000 a month on a mortgage or rent or whatever. I mean, you get evicted pretty quickly. ACL said, I heard they will be sending the displaced Palestinians to the Bronx. Wow. Now he said there's some Palestinians coming into the Bronx.
Oh, yeah.
Man. They even putting them in tents now, too. They even putting them in tents as well, man.
Yeah.
Triple K Option said there are too many black people who are rips and shoplifting. Oh, rapists and shoplifting. What does that have to do with anything? Triple K Option on? He just what the triple? What are you talking about? Triple K? You confusing me, man. Steve said Bronx residents are the strongest opposition of the migrants. Well, they trying to put them there by the stadium. They got some places up there, but I know they're here in Queens. I know they're in Manhattan. I know they're in Harlem. Well, Harlem is Manhattan. It's man, I just got to see how this is going to unfold, man, because every what they say pressure bust pipes. Something has to give.
Yeah.
They've been protesting. They sent them to some migrants to Staten Island, man, which is not too far from Queens here. And the people protested, and they ended up putting the migrants back on the bus and sending them back because they don't want them to get beat up or hurt or anything like that. Because these people are real adamant, you know what I mean? And, this is the tax dollar is paying for this.
Mm-hmm.
The people, the hardworking people in New York City or New York State, whatever you want to say, their tax dollar is paying for this.
Isn't Staten Island more suburban than Long Island?
Huh? Staten Island is like the best you can get, man. Staten Island is real nice.
Got you.
I got some friends that live there in Staten Island. I stayed there last year. Shout out to my boy TMI. I stayed out there with him. And it's cool, man. Shout out to my boy, man. 215. Shout out to my boy 215 as well, man. But I stayed out there with my boy TMI, and it's raw, man. It's a real cool vibe. Once again, guys, man, we got a lot of people watching. 133 people watching.
Make sure y'all get a chance.
What you say, King Solomon? Talk to him.
Follow me when y'all get a chance. King Solomon Entertainment.
Yeah, King Solomon Entertainment. He bring all the news. That's why I bring him on there. This is my boy, man. We like Batman and Robin, man. This is my boy. I ain't did videos in a while. I'm getting acclimated to New York. I got to take my son to school. I got to do homework with him. I got to cook for him. It's a lot going on. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to, structure myself. I'm back in the States now. I'm trying to structure everything. When I go traveling, it's different. What you say?
Moderators on here, they be so kind. Put the link up for me. I appreciate it.
Okay. Somebody put the link up. King Solomon's link. King Solomon Entertainment link up. Beach Material said you should do. Thank you for the $2 super chat. He said you should do street interviews on this topic. I will, man. I will. I did some already, man. If you check them out, but I'll do more.
That'd be lit for this one. Yeah.
LaQuinta Fox is in the building. He said no place beats the Midwest. Shout out to LaQuinta Fox. That's my boy. We've been on the road together in Colombia and other countries, man. I seen LaQuinta in Colombia and the Dominican Republic. That's my boy, man. Shout out to you, man. You from the Midwest.
Okay.
The Midwest is young and restless, like Kanye West said. Steve said phillydom. Adams puts the migrants back in at St. Joe's Villa in Staten Island. 200 of them are living there now. Oh, he put the back in. St. Joseph Villa and on Staten Island. 200 of them are living there now. Wow. And they in Staten Island. Staten Island is nice, man. I mean, they got their little hood areas too, but overall, Staten Island is nice. My boy TMI took me all around. Staten Island is nice. Peter Carter said, big up, brother Solomon. Yo, Peter Carter, can you put his link in the description? Asian Gunman, what's going on with you? He said, Philly, what's up, man? Sak Pase, Kumoye, Saka Fat, man. What's going on with you? What's going on with you? ESS, what's going on? He said, Philly Don, what's up, man? What's up? ACL said, if you don't see this, you are ignorant. I hear you, ignorant. ACL, what are you telling them, man? I hear you. They have way more kids working for $6 per hour. They got X Malcolm instead of Malcolm X, X Malcolm. Mm-hmm. He said, what happens to the next 500,000 migrants and the ones after that? As long as they are allowed to get what they want, they won't stop coming. Yes, indeed. I hear you on that. That's why Adam went down there. Man, Adams went down there to talk to tell him, like, you can come to the U.S., but I don't know if you want to come to New York right now because we having some trouble. Mm-hmm. Sterling said, I heard Peso was on one of those buses. He probably was. Lots of laugh. That's an inside joke, man. That's an inside joke. That was funny, man. ACL said the immigrants are here to replace you. I hear you, man. I hear you. He said the immigrants are here to replace you because he's saying they'll work for lower wages and they hard workers and they just happen to be in the U.S. The ACL said the corruption won't want them because they just obey. He said the corruption want them because they just obey. Make sure you guys give a video like, share my videos. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm phillydom. I'm out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm a travel YouTuber. I've been to a lot of countries. So many countries, man. Just go back and check my videos out. Phillydom in Haiti, Phillydom in New York City now, Phillydom in El Salvador, Phillydom in Colombia, Phillydom in Brazil. Check out my repertoire videos and different things, man. I've been a lot of places. Phillydom in Mexico, Phillydom in the Dominican Republic, Phillydom in Panama, Phillydom in Costa Rica. Just check me out. Phillydom in Brazil, man. Check me out. And I'm doing these videos now just to let you guys know what's going on. X Malcolm said, people hated me when I voted for Trump. This is why I voted for Trump. Oh, wow. I was getting, hold up. I don't even, or like somebody blocked him as soon as he said that. Okay. There's a lot going on now, man. There's a lot going on, man. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I said Trump and they just blocked it. Like, bloop. It's probably one of the moderators. It just disappeared. They blocked it. I was like, oh, man, they want to hear that. They want to hear that. They blocked that quick. They like, oh, boop. Oh, man. It's a lot going on, man.
Oh, my goodness.
ESS, my boy. He said, now America feels how Native Indians felt when the colonizers invaded America. Yes, indeed. It's the same type of feeling, man. It's the same type of feeling. I might as well do this little promotion real quick. This is my book right here. I wrote a book called Philydom's Life and Truth. It's on Amazon. It'll tell you about my life. Check out the book. Go on Amazon and get it. Philydom's Life and Truths. I have wrote 3 books, but this is one of them right here. I'll keep promoting it. I might as well do it while I got 124 people watching. Philydom's Life and Truth is on Amazon right now. Go get the book. You'll find out about some of the places I traveled to and my life story. Boom, I had to do that.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, ACL said, what is a non-violent solution? I don't know what the solution is to this problem. We all trying to play it out. Steve said, we have 69 thumbs up. Let's get Phillydom to 100. Like, come on, everybody hit the like button right now. Hit the like button right now, man. Hit the like button right now. We got 69 people with likes. Hit the thumbs up right now. Hit the like button. Let's get it up to 100 likes, man. We got 113 people watching. But yeah, we're talking about the migrants situation in New York City and El Paso, Texas, Chicago, Florida, wherever is at, California. My buddy King Solomon Tamer, he's out in the LA area. So it's a lot going on. Roll with the soul said Philly, your live is getting live up in here. We trying, champ. You know, we doing what we can when we can, as long as we can. The ACL said the solution is drop out. Wow. And then Dre G said, everyone that voted for Biden, I don't feel sorry for you because you was warned. Wow. Steven said, we had 75 likes. Let's get them likes up for Philly Dom. Let's get it to 100 likes, man. But we'll keep talking about this subject matter. It's a real heated subject matter. And it's going to be around for a while, man, because now you have these people here. You have to give them paperwork. They have to be able to work. You got to get them jobs. It's a lot that goes into this situation, man. It's a lot that goes into this situation. ESS said Marshall. He said, Marshall, what's going on with you, Marshall? What's going on? What's going on, my brother? What's going on? Peter Carter said, support Philly Dom, respect, and King Solomon. Yes, indeed, man. So I'm going to keep doing these videos, man. I'm going to keep showing you, documenting much as I can of everything I see with the migrant situation. And keep you guys posted on what's going on. Whisper said, it's political. Politicians buy their votes through immigration. Wow, that's deep. Whisper said, it's political and politicians buy their vote through immigration. What do you think of that, King Solomon?
Wow, that's something new to me. I mean, if that's the case, it's definitely a hidden agenda because I'm trying to make the connection. How that's even possible? Do they send money prior to? Is an arrangement made afterwards? Like, how is that even able to connect in that manner? So that's why I say all about how were they able to coincidentally get in?
Yeah,
and how? So he might have a point there. I don't know.
Wow. And Steve said 80 thumbs up. Let's get them. Give Philly Dom's likes up to 100. Man, come on, everybody, hit the like button. Take the time right now, hit the like button. Also, make sure you go check out my videos, my edited videos. I did a couple videos. Tell me what you think, man. Leave some comments, man, and let me know what you guys think. I got like 4 or 5 videos showing where the migrants are staying at. I'm talking about the situation. I did a couple videos, man. They're doing real good on YouTube right now. Check them out and see what you think regarding the migrant situation in New York City. A said Americans ain't spending, but the migrants got good cartel dollars to spend. Whoa, hey, you going in? You going in? I doubt they work for the cartel if they came here to get jobs and stuff. I doubt that very seriously. Oh man, I doubt that. Marshall said, King Solomon, big up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Big up, man. Yeah, we've been on a live for an hour, man. We just had to touch base with you guys, but we definitely gonna do more of these lives, and I'm gonna tell you all the information I get out there on the field. Had to drink some water, man. Getting kind of thirsty.
Yeah.
But I'll be going out there doing many videos as possible, letting you guys know what's going on. Trust me on that.
Yeah.
Trust me on that, man. I see you wearing that Philly hat, man.
I
see you.
Every time I come on, I have to show some love. I got a Philly. I got to put my Philly hat on for Philly Dom.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Man, my boy Ace said Chapo got life, and his money is out here with the murals. Wow. Steve said 84 thumbs ups. Let's get it up to 100 thumbs up. Hit the like button and check out my videos. 16 more likes. Come on, guys. We need 16 more likes. Irie said, crime and fentanyl, yes, indeed, are direct effects of unsecured borders. Wow, that's deep, Irie. She said, crime and fentanyl are direct effects of unsecured borders. That's deep. That's crazy deep. That's deep. Wow. That's deep. That is deep. Yeah, they have it up. They have the fentanyl problem here in New York too. I ain't seen nothing like Kensington and Philadelphia where I'm from, but they do have a fentanyl problem here in New York City, and I'm sure they have it in some other states as well. But man, this is a deep topic, man. A lot of people, man, feeling this, man. When are the elections for the next president? You know, King Solomon, when is the election?
This is 2022, 23. Yes, coming up next year, 24. Yeah,
Interesting that all this would unfold the year before the election.
yeah.
Interesting, very interesting. Because Biden, he been in like 3 years. So how long he been? And he did 3 quick years. They were like boom, 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 boom.
21, I believe it's 2021. Yeah. So
Okay, so yeah, okay. If he did 21, 22, 23, wow, 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 wow.
no, I don't know what's going on, but he
Yeah.
better do something if he's trying to get reelected. If he's just trying to have a good name as far as being a president, he's gonna have to do something. But this is an opportunity for him to step
I
up.
don't know, man. They like kind of pissed off with this, so I don't know how it's gonna look out for him after this. Well,
Yeah,
he got it. He made his dream. He wanted to be president of the United States. I know he was vice president. He made it. He did what he had to do now. So and he's an older guy now. He's probably just gonna rest the rest of his life.
yeah,
Steve said 89 thumbs up. Let's get the phillydom to 100 thumbs up. Hit the like button. And guys, don't forget my book on Amazon right here. Right here. Phylydom's Life and Truth. It's on Amazon right now. Make sure you guys hit the like button and share the videos. And you can get this book on Amazon. You can find everything about me. Shout out to the one and only Phillydom.
yeah.
Kimberly said hit the thumbs up. Christopher said next year will be President Biden's senior year. Yeah, it'll be his last year. Yep. He got 1 year left. But they're going to remember him for this. So I figured out he's going to have to play this one. They're going to remember this.
For sure, for
They're
sure.
going to remember this. The migrant situation. Oh, man, he's going to say every time he's talking, like, migrant, remember the migrant situation? Oh, man.
I'm not trying to get reelected, so I ain't gonna do nothing.
I don't think he cared to get reelected. I think he happy. Like I know his goal was to become president. He accomplished his goal to be president. No matter how he had to get it, he got it. You know what I mean? A win is a win. Yeah. So it is what it is now. So yeah. Who are the candidates that are trying to run for Republican and Democrat? Because like I just got back to the country, so I'm trying to understand what's going on.
We don't usually know them. They somebody that's popular inside the party.
Okay.
They are.
Wow. A said migrants walking around with Bitcoin wallets worth 100K of cartel money. All they need to do is make it to the U.S. to wash the funds. The government is with it because it keeps the economy stable. Wow. He said they walking around with 100,000 Bitcoin wallets with $100,000 in the wow. Whisper said he seems like a nice man, but he's too old to run again. Yes, indeed, he is too old to run again. I don't know, man. I think I don't know, man. I think the president, this is just my opinion, the United States presidents, I think it should be from the age 40 years old to 65. Yeah. I don't if I could make the rules, I would say 40-year-old to 65. I think it's too much for an old man. He's Biden, what, 80 years old, or he's in his 80s? That's a lot of stress on him too. You know what I mean? I don't think you need to be trying to run a country at 80 years old, man. It's just too much. It's too much. Even if you live to be 120, like right. It's just too much stress. I think the presidency of the United States, because we like the world police, right? The guy has to be at least 40 years old to 65. Yeah, he has to be. And I'd rather have a guy between 40 and 60, not even 65. Somebody, that's in that working. That working bracket, because it's a rough job and there's a lot of stress on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kimberly said, keep your eyes open and be safe. I hear you 100%. And then Kim too said they're here to replace black people. I hear you. And then Steve said, President Biden, I remember when I crossed the border, Cam man. Okay, and then Blaze said facts. Steve said Cornel West independent running for president or with RFK Jr. He's saying that Cornel West is going to try to run for president.
Okay, sure. party? What platform?
I would think he's Republican. I don't know. He got money. I met him before back in the day. I
You
met
say
him back in the day, back in the 90s. So
independent platform, but it's
but he's independent. He's independent. Oh yeah, just say independent platform.
yeah,
But
independent.
independents never have a chance. They never, 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 never. If he did, he's made history. He will make history.
I think it's a if they're not running off to where he can give a vote to somebody else when he want to back out. If they're not doing a runoff, he shouldn't be running anyway because you pretty much taking votes from someone who have a real chance of winning. So
Yeah. Well, I ain't see it that way either, but you're 100% right about that. The
yeah,
Steve said running as an independent. Okay. He's running as an independent man. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Where we at with the likes, man? Where are we at with the likes?
100.
I can't even see. Let me check on my phone. I don't see it on here because we on the StreamYard thing, so I don't even see it on there. Where we at? Oh, Steve said we at 92. Thumbs up. Let's get it. phillydom to 100.
8 more.
Noise said Philly, we known here. Shout out to you, Noise. Shout out to Noise. He said Philly, we know here. Yes, or we knew here. Yeah, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. I'm a travel vlogger from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They call me the one and only Philly Dom. Travel to a whole bunch of countries, man. Right now I'm here with my son. I have him here with me in the country, so I'm taking care of him now. So I'm grounded right now. I'm in Queens, New York, way of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. Cool vibes, man. A said it's all about moving money around. The U.S. doesn't let people in masses like that, especially Haitians. Yes,
Mm,
indeed. Yeah, because a lot of Haitians got in. I got family from Haiti, man. So it's a touchy one with me. But yeah, that's why I said I don't know what to say about that. But because Haiti's rough, man. I was there in 2020 for like 6-7 months, man. Doc, the court man, check my fact check me. Philly Don Haiti videos will pop all up. I did a whole bunch of videos there. Haiti's a rough place, bro. If you can get out of Haiti and you have an opportunity to get out of Haiti and see another place, I tell any Haitian to take it, man. Haiti's rough. Even though they have some rich Haitians there, they have some rich Haitians there that are really wealthy. They won't leave the island because they making money. But that 95.9% of the population of Haiti is broken and broke. So they need to get out of there to get a better life. Usually the Haitians come to New York and Miami and France and Canada and wherever else we go. Brazil, I met a bunch of Haitians in Brazil. Wherever they go, they do well, man. Belize, I met some Haitians in Belize. They everywhere. Make sure you guys hit the like button and hit the like button. Jay Legend Media said another war just broke out. There goes more U.S. money. Wow. And then Nose said, question, is the migrant positive or a negative thing? What do you think? And don't say both. Give me one or the other. Right now, I'm just documenting it, man. I'm just documenting it. I would tell you, I mean, you want to be the real truth, it's not the migrants' fault, man. They're trying to get a better life. So I can't blame them for nothing. I think the way the U.S. is handling it, I mean, we have control to say that these amount of migrants can come into our country a year, and I think they might have reached their cap. I don't know why they still letting people come in. It's beyond my understanding. And I mean, if you want to be the only people that actually been on this soil that really count for anything, the Native Americans were here before anybody else. Everybody else came, the Irish, the Italian, Jews, whoever. We all came after the blacks, whatever. We came to the slave trade, but um, we're all migrants to this country. But I mean, it has to be a cap at some point. Noise Nose said, also, I'm planning to move to Brazil. Yeah, man, I was in Salvador Bahia. You can check it. Philly Dom in Brazil, man. A whole bunch of videos will pop up. I was there twice this year and see that they turned the mall in Rio to a business center almost. Texas Steakhouse was popping also in Rio because the middle class is lit. Yes, indeed, man. Brazil is the spot, man. Brazil is the spot, man. I was there for the baby mom called me and said, "Yo, come get your son, take him to the states." And I flew back with him, and I brought him to the states, man. But yeah, man. Brazil is popping, man. Brazil is popping. Brazil is popping. That's my favorite country, hands down. If I go somewhere else in the next, year, a couple months or whatever, I can make another decision. But I've been a lot of places. Brazil is my number one spot, man. I could live there, no problem, no questions asked. I was comfortable there, man. Brazil to the world, baby. Brazil to the world. Come on, guys. Let's get it to 100 likes, man. We got 85 people watching now. Let's get it to 100 likes, man. Jay Legend said, but immigrants turn on blacks / FBA Americans who are not immigrants. I hear you, Jay Legend Media. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I understand, man. We're going to keep monitoring and watching the situation closely. People said, what's going on in the Central America that you know about? I don't know. I mean, the struggle is real in them countries, man. I mean, El Salvador, Honduras, oh man, Guatemala. I mean, they just looking for a better life, man. There's no secret. They looking for a better life. Nicaragua, South America, Venezuela, the Colombians, Ecuador, Peru, Argentina. Everybody just looking for a better life, man. Brazilians, whoever. They looking for better lives, man. It's rough in their countries, man. And U.S. is always painted as that poster boy country. You come here, you'll be successful, you'll have a good life, and the American dream and all that. And that's what they want a part of. That's why they coming here. Dre G said Trump in 2024. I mean, Trump all right, man, but he got them. I mean, I know he got locked up and they got his fingerprints and they took his mug shot. I mean, how's that gonna work? Steve said 100 thumbs up. Yes, indeed, Steve. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna just keep documenting it and we'll figure it out, man. Whisper said, I think rich people love migrants. They find cheap labor so they can make more money. That's capitalism for you. Whispering, man, that was deep. That was deep. That was deep. That was the nail on the hammer. They said flying migrants here at the middle of the night, etc. Nothing is on the level. Yeah, it's crazy right now, Irie. It's crazy. But I'm getting ready to get off this live, man. We got 75 people watching. More lives gonna come on. We're gonna talk about this migrant situation, and I'll give you my real authentic truth about the situation as I travel through New York City. Steve said, with that, good night, phillydom, King Solomon, and the chat. And make sure you guys support my boy King Solomon. Subscribe to his channel, give his videos a like. He the news guy, man. I'm the travel guy. We come together to give you the raw, uncut, real news in these different places worldwide.
Shout out to phillydom. Thank you so much for having me. Always a pleasure.
No problem. But guys, do me a favor. Go check out my videos right now. The last couple of videos, they're about the migrant situation. You'll see where I went, and you're going to be, some of the stuff is going to shock you. They got these people living in some Hollywood mansions. Let me stop hyping it up for make these people in New York really mad. Let me stop playing. No, but they living in some pretty nice places, man. I'm sure a homeless person in New York City wouldn't mind living in some of the spots that they housing some of these migrants. I promise you that. Some of these hotels are nice. You know what I mean? We ain't talking 5-star, but they nice.
Yeah, they look nice.
Definitely comfortable.
Yeah.
And if a hotel letting them use that facility, imagine how much they pay in this hotel. Because now the hotel is 100% occupancy.
Yeah.
So they made that money. It's hard sometimes to get people to get in your hotel, but now you got a hotel that's 100% occupancy. Man, don't get me started.
Oh, no, and they're going to probably have a whole new renovation after all this.
Yeah, don't get me started.
I need money, lots of money. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
No LA said we already mad. Government about to see. Pissed. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna get worse before it's gonna get better, but it'll get better, man. We Americans, we always come through, we always figure it out, we always make it happen. But that's it for now, guys.
So much
out. You can stay on, Solomon, but I'm
right.
gonna get rid of the live, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out, and check out my last couple videos.